bitches! Yeah!
Sorry for being back. And I know it was...
I apologize as well. I know that last week was probably the most delightful week that you've had in your life since we went on the air.
But we're back. We had to ruin it. I think I've found my new favorite abbreviation.
For what?
You know how people use abbreviations LMAO, ROFL. My new favorite abbreviation is, and I don't have this memorized, so I have to read this off my phone. LSHMSFOAIDMT. And it stands for laughing so hard my sombrero fell off and I dropped my taco.
I think I've seen that on some meme before.
It's definitely my new favorite abbreviation.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's lovely. I'll give you that.
What's your favorite abbreviation, Vinnie?
My favorite abbreviation, MOOPS, is this. I forget what it is. It's some. Wait, it's I know what it stands for. I just can't think of the actual abbreviation. It's look at the time I have to go. It's like whatever look at the time I have to go is abbreviated. I don't want to think about it right now because I'm in it's summer vacation. I don't want to think about like. Yeah, what are you eating?
Skittles.
Why do you always get turned on by Skittles?
Skittles, if you want to sponsor us, hit us up.
Hit us up at Skittles at Mr. MPS Skittles Conductor Fan 14002.
Dude, shut the. Now I have to change the password of the account. Just go down.
God damn it, you're right. Okay.
Hashtag GAOP.
Okay, wait, so what was our freaking like 2 weeks ago or whenever? What was our last user question, whatever thing?
I don't fucking remember.
Well, look up.
I think it was. I think it was a challenge to Photoshop my head onto DJ Khaled's body or something like that.
Oh, which you ended up doing on Snapchat, anyways.
Yeah.
So, do we have any tweets for that?
No, because that last episode got like 2 views.
Really?
Nobody watched that last episode, which is okay.
I'm gonna look that up now. Because I don't usually listen to the podcast episodes after they come out because usually they're fair unless they're one of the older ones that I haven't seen.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, there's one tweet. There's one tweet, and it's from Rick at etophead67. Hashtag GAO. This is from our movie thing where it was like describe a movie really poorly. So it was.
Oh my god, that was so old.
I know, but this guy tweeted, "This is the best thing I've ever seen. The Great Discovery is a movie where Stanley is welcomed to the railway for 1 hour and 1 minute." Nice.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of accurate. Well, okay, you're completely right. This has 79 views. Holy shit!
I know, no one watched it.
Okay, guys, all 3 people that are actually listening to this episode 10, I believe.
Sorry.
Go back and watch our Captain America Civil War discussion, which came out quite a long time after. I've actually seen it twice since then.
Hey.
Yeah, because it was still playing when I was in San Diego. I saw X-Men and I saw Civil War.
Oh, I'm sorry you saw X-Men, dude.
I kind of enjoyed it,
Oh,
to
did
be
you?
honest.
Oh, okay.
I watched it and I was like, oh, that was kind of interesting. And then I looked it up and it has like a 43% or something on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, again, I get why. Okay, Batman vs Superman. That is a movie kind of like Magic Railroad. I know it's bad. Not a lot of people like it, but I enjoy it because I don't know. It was interesting to me. I legitimately was like, oh, this is a good, clever movie for X-Men. I was really confused why people. Okay, actually, now you know what? Fuck it. You tell me why you didn't like X-Men.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh.
I just heard it was bad.
From who? Okay, what was their argument then?
Fucking, I don't know. I just saw it got like 5 out of 10 stars. I don't know.
Really?
Really?
God damn, I liked it. I enjoyed because they got Bryan Singer back. You know?
Yeah, that dude's a good director for the most part.
He's good for the.
Have you seen The Usual Suspects? Man, that movie's really good.
No.
Oh man, you need to watch The Usual Suspects. It's so good.
Okay. What are we... Oh, you have a monologue?
Oh, speaking of Batman vs. Superman, they're releasing an ultimate R-rated version of Batman vs. Superman.
Well, they were announcing that since when Deadpool came out before the actual movie even came out.
But no, the thing is that they're releasing it in theaters, apparently, for 1 day.
For 1 day?
1 day.
Okay, so what's R-rated about it?
There's more violence.
So they added scenes, or they cut out
They
scenes
cut out
they're now
scenes.
adding
They
back
cut
in?
out scenes so that it could be PG-13.
Fuck.
There's a scene where Lex Luthor stands in a pool of blood in the
That's
Kryptonian ship
isn't that already happening?
because it's dark and edgy. Ooh.
Wait. Wasn't he already doing that when he gets Zod's corpse?
No, it wasn't like a pool of blood. It was
It was
just
just like some weird alien fluid, I guess.
yeah. But in the because there's a deleted scene that got released online, and and it sets up Justice League really badly. Okay, I want to talk about that for a second. Zack Snyder was talking about the deleted scene, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is our equivalent of a Marvel post-credit scene." So your equivalent to a Marvel post-credit scene is a deleted scene? What the fuck are you talking about?
I like how he actually said I haven't heard this quote before, but I like, just from what you said, I like the fact that he actually references that, like, people, because obviously people do compare DC and Marvel in these movies and how Marvel is clearly superior right now anyways. But I like the fact that he
Probably
literally
will
said,
continue to be.
I want to give my hope up for the, isn't it called The Batman?
I actually Justice League. Okay, so reports started coming out for Justice League this weekend, and actually, it doesn't sound that bad.
Well, Batman vs Superman didn't sound that bad either.
Shut up, man. Just let me be hopeful.
Okay.
Even though you're right, it's probably gonna be bad. Anyways, go ahead.
I was what was I? Oh, I heard from some, I don't know if it was a fan post or something, but I heard somewhere that the new Batman, the Affleck standalone Batman movie is gonna be called The Batman. I'm not sure if that's true or anything.
I think that's like the working title.
Well, if so, that's pretty cool, because that sounds like what they were saying in the '89 film a lot. Oh yeah, there's a 7-foot bat in Gotham and blah blah blah. I like that. That's cool. Okay, so do you have a monologue?
I have multiple monologues.
All right. So just for the record, if you couldn't already tell, this episode is completely, like, not complete, like 99% less quote unquote organized or
You
scheduled as
kidding
our
me? Like our other ones are organized and
well,
scheduled.
okay, the last ones we had like a this is what we're reviewing and this is what we're talking about and
There's,
blah blah blah.
there's
and this-
nothing happening. There's nothing happening in the Great Race. There's nothing happening in Shed 17-2 territory.
Well, I think he posted a couple pics.
Whatever. Fucking, I'll find.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You're
I'll
right.
find the pictures, I guess.
No, you don't have to. It's fine. You don't have to. Say okay. Basically, this is our okay. We took a week off. This is our do whatever the fuck we want episode. You can stop listening right now. Don't whatever. But the point is, Matt, do your thing. Record, speak, talk. Do your monologuing. He start. You know that. What was it? Incredibles quote. He starts monologuing and telling me how.
So I went to I went to a concert. Not this. Yes, this last weekend. I think it was Jesus. I went to a concert on the most recent Saturday that there was. I went there with one of my friends, and like I didn't want to stay for the whole thing. I was only there because my friend really wanted to be there because I couldn't even name the band for you, honestly. I didn't like it very much. I was just there to hang out with him. But like it was clear that there were a lot of people that were like super high there. Because there's people that were
I would be if I didn't like the band.
just like dancing, just like pawing at the air and just like falling over. I had a dude like fall into me and I had to move and he just fell on the ground and I kind of felt like an ass, but I also didn't because fuck him. And so I was hanging out. My friend went up to the front to dance, so I was just hanging out in the back and this dude was dancing and he bumped into me. He's like, "Oh, sorry about that, dude." I was like, "Okay, cool. So let me ask you a question." He's like, "Uh-huh." And I'm like, "So, how many drugs do you think most of the people here are on?" Because, you know, I was just trying to make conversation.
Casual drug talk with total strangers.
Whatever. I was like, "So how many drugs do you think most of the people here are on?" And he's like, "I don't know, but I personally am on 3. 4 if you count coffee."
That's a drug, yeah.
All right, dude. Good to know. I'm glad that you are on coffee. Glad to hear it. That's my story. And then I left the concert early because it was boring.
Bravo, good sir. Bravo.
Thanks, dog. I always take up these monologues. Do you have a monologue?
Well, Oh, actually, this is a discussion. I mean, because I guess we're not really going to talk about Shed 17. But okay, so if we need something to fill, if you need something to fill your gap, I got something for you.
10 minutes in.
So, um, as some of you may or may not know, last week I went to the Totally Thomas Toy Depot in Escondido, California, I think.
Yeah.
It's basically near San Diego, about an hour away from Los Angeles, that area in Southern California. And so I went there for my birthday. I got a whole you can check it out on my Twitter, it's all on there. But so basically there's this lady there who runs the store and she told me so much interesting things about because she's been in the business. Her name's Cindy. I don't know her last Cindy something, and she's
Cindy
been working.
Lou Who.
Who is no more than two, basically. So she's been in the business for at least 20. Basically, she's been with the Wooden Railway since it began. She's worked with Roy Wilson, with Britt Allcroft. She knows all these people, and I just happened to run into her at this store.
Wow, that's lit.
And yeah, and so we were talking for like 45 minutes or something about all this stuff, and just she was telling me about how not only was she pissed off that the Wooden Railway diesel has a happy face, but and this is like all this stuff where it's like the fans are like talking about it, but like yeah, probably no one in the corporation actually listens or cares. This person does, and she was like, the new diesel. It's like he's the villain of the show. Why would he have a happy face? And I was like, yes, exactly, yes. And we were talking about so many things, and she told me, among tons of things that I may or may not get to, apparently I'm not joking, they're actually gonna cancel the Take and Play line next year.
Good.
Like they're not gonna revamp it and first it was Take Along, then it's Take and Play. They're not gonna like take and spank or shake and bake or something. Like they're not gonna rebrand it. They're not gonna do something different. They're just gonna stop the franchise, not the franchise. They're just gonna stop the toy line entirely. Next year, there will not be Take and Play toys, new Take and Play toys being made.
That's lit.
Because they've done like so many different package redesigns, and they did the metal, the weird
The beard.
I said the beard by accident. The weird circular metal freaking magnets. No,
There you go. Magnets. How do they work?
How do they sex? Basically, yeah. So they're getting rid of the Take and Play line.
That's how the song goes.
Yep, exactly. But so they're getting rid of Take and Play next year, and I might get sued by Mattel for saying that, for getting that out there. But that's what she told me, and all 64 of you who are listening to this podcast, you know the real truth. You know it all. So basically, that is one of the many things that I've heard from her. Yeah, so I got all this stuff on. You can see what I got on Twitter. My pick up my lot of things.
Twitter.com/MrConductorFan.
Thank you, fam. But basically, so because she's been working in the industry so long, she just has all this older stuff just laying around. That's why I was able to find a new in-box Tiger Moth, new in-box friggin' cargo station thing, whatever, from like 2003. All this stuff. I got like maybe 2 things from the past 5 years that were made. Most of it was like 90s and early 2000s that I found and that I bought with my money. But she told me that she had all this stuff in the back room, and she told me that she figured, oh yeah, she'll get 2, 1 for each of her kids, but her kids never really got into it, so she just has new in box of every single character from 1992. Every single Thomas, Percy, Edward, Henry, from that to like, the White Face and Birdie and Duck.
Did you break in and steal her white face?
I really, really wanted to ask her to go back, but she already went in the back to get Tiger Moth for me, so I didn't want to do it again.
Fuck that! I would have been like, no, go get me a white face.
And she was like, "Do you think they'd be interested in seeing that?" Yes. Yes, they wouldn't. And she told me she had all these Ertles, and she had all these really old.
Don't say Ertl. Turtles and Thomas is gonna just appear in our Skype call.
I already told him all about it. I told him like the day of, I think. But yeah, she had all these Ertles, mostly Wooden Railway, but she has some Ertles, and she had a couple old like 2003 take-alongs, which are nostalgic for me. So I bought like two. It was interesting. One or two, I forget. But she had all these old VHSs, and yeah, freaking I guarantee there is a new in box Whiteface Troublesome Brake Fan, Troublesome Truck, Thomas, Percy, all these things just sitting there in the back. Like, should I post these on like Facebook? Would people be interested? Yes, yes, they would. I was like immediately, yes, yes, yes. And she, actually, this is the thing I meant to start with. What?
Nothing.
You told me to talk.
I know I did. Go ahead.
You told me to do a monologue, and I'm monologuing
I
here.
think this monologue is the length of all of my monologues that I've ever done combined. That's no problem though, because we have nothing to talk about. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I'm filling your void.
Go
Matt.
ahead. Go ahead. You always fill my void, Vinny.
Thanks, Mom.
All right.
Woo!
Welcome back to Incest and Oil.
Incest and lube. Okay. No, but so she told me a bunch of things. I won't remember them all. But she told me one of the things that I found most interesting. She was the single.
Microphone noises.
Aren't they great?
Oh my god.
I think they're pretty cool.
Meoy.
Okay, but seriously, okay, this is another thing that I told Rob as soon as I got home because I know he was very interested in this. She was the person who single-handedly got the Flying Scotsman reintroduced. They had some sort of board meeting around 2000, right when Mattel, 2013, 12, something like that. Right when Mattel got the franchise and the Wooden Railway, and they redid it, and they got all these like lower, not as big toy people, I guess, involved, and she was one of them. And they had like this big board meeting. They're like, "So you're people who are familiar with the brand. What do you think that we should do now that we own the Thomas Wooden Railway?" And she said, "Reintroduce an older item, which happened to be the Flying Scotsman," and she's the one who brought that back. So I thought that was kind of interesting, like just seeing, because like you see all these things online and you like meet all these people online, but finding someone in the real world is like, yeah, Flying Scotsman, Whiteface, Erdles, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, Take and Play, Trackmaster, oh, the Bachman stuff sucks, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Like it was cool because it's like you're not some weird 6-year-old in Kentucky on Roblox. Cool.
Two things we should have done before we started this episode. First thing, we should have come up with a definitive topic.
True.
Second of all, I should have gone to the bathroom.
Well, that's what adult diapers are for, man.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I save those for when I have to go poopy, and not when I have to go pee pee.
We'll just fill all those condoms I know you have in your.
Sound like a fucking like an old machine that's just like barely running. It's about to die.
Yeah. It cuts out every couple seconds.
What the fuck is this podcast?
Okay, so we don't have a topic. We don't have a concrete topic this week.
Man, I love concrete. It's my favorite thing to drink.
That got dark really.
It's gonna leave me hanging there, dude. Come on, man.
Got dark really fast, Mom.
Can't just leave me hanging there. Try to say some dumb shit like that. Come on, man. Okay, I just thought of another thing. Which theme park do you like better, Disneyland or Disney World?
Haven't been to Disney World.
Not superior. Disneyland is much better.
Okay, other than the fact that Florida sucks, why?
Yeah, you right. Because there's too many lines at Disney World, and it's just dumb and boring and
Wait, okay, did you recently go to Disney World that you can warrant this type of argument, or what?
I went there like a couple of years ago. But I also went to Disneyland a couple of years ago.
So you just randomly thought of this?
I was thinking about it because I know Kikray went to Disney World recently.
Oh, okay, that's
I know he went, and it looked like he had a great time, and I was upset because Disney World sucks. It sucks! I hate it.
That's dank.
There's so many lines there, and it's just like it's like an educational thing disguised as a theme park.
What do you mean?
Like Epcot is just like, oh, teaching you about all this fucking bullshit that no one cares about. But it's a theme park, guys. fucking, I don't. What do you?
Wait. What? Okay, so I watched a documentary like 5 years ago about Walt Disney and what Epcot was supposed to be, but what is actually Epcot? What is Epcot?
EPCOT stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
And what do they do now?
Okay, Epcot is the second of four theme parks built by Walt Disney World, and I already don't fucking care. It is dedicated to the celebration of human achievement, namely technological innovation and international culture. See? It's just an educational thing disguised as a theme park. In reality, it's like you're going to freaking school again.
Okay, so I could be wrong,
But they slapped Mickey Mouse ears on it so that it doesn't look like it.
I could be wrong here, but when I saw the documentary, basically the way that they explained Epcot was that Walt Disney was like, okay, so I did cartoons, I did TV, I did live action movies, I made this land in California. I want to do something else that's like bigger, that's not just in the entertainment industry. I could be wrong here, but this is just my total memory from a documentary 5 years ago. And he wanted to make some kind of like a self-sustaining future, like community of the future that was like had nothing to do with like, you know, making movies or cartoons. It was like a legitimate, like he wanted to make some sort of like world changing future bubble community type thing. And after he died, he pitched it, and everyone's like, "Okay, Walt, you're getting old. You're getting a little weird. We're an animation company. We're not gonna make a freaking like moon unit or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And then after he died, they're like, "Okay, so we're not gonna do the weird self-sustaining future community bubble thing. Let's make a land in Florida instead. We'll call it that same whatever the acronym you already said earlier.
Epcot.
Yes, that.
Did you know that Ellen has a ride at freaking at Disney World?
Ellen.
It's called Ellen's Energy Adventure, and she teaches you about energy.
Ellen.
Ellen.
Like TV Ellen.
Hi, I'm Ellen. Hi, I'm Ellen. Hi, I'm Ellen. And fucking, you know,
Like Dory Ellen?
like Dory Ellen.
What the?
It's
Why
called
couldn't they have-
Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Why couldn't they have Dory do it, who's an actual freaking Disney character, as opposed to I'm Ellen, I'm a real human being? That's like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger, like just showing up.
Hi, Arnold. I'm going to teach you about energy efficiency.
I'm gonna teach you about how to be a non Arnold Schwarzenegger teaching a class about anger management. I would love that. You cannot get angry and start shooting people with your gun like a self-repairing weird flesh robot from the future.
Channel your anger into making weird mouth noises.
Precisely.
Apparently, Ellen's Energy Adventure is co-hosted by Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Okay, fuck. Now I want to see that really bad.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill. Chug.
Bill Nye the Chugging Guy.
The chugging thing.
Do you know that Bill Nye was on Dancing with the Stars?
I do, actually. Can we watch that on the podcast?
Next episode, guys. Reaction to Bill Nye dancing on Dancing with the Stars.
No, this episode. Fuck it. Look, I'm looking up Bill Nye right now.
Wait,
Bill
really?
Nye. Dude, we should watch it on the... Okay, so basically, since this is a YouTube video, we have an advantage. We can show things rather than just a regular podcast. So, people, Matt here is going to download and add the footage here so we can watch it, all right?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Not gonna do that.
Dancing with the Stars. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, I'm going to watch it. And
Probably gonna cut this part out of the actual recording. Awkward silences are the best.
You know, really hurts me
Good.
on a mental, emotional...
Apparently, Bill Nye has a protective order against his ex-wife because she came onto his house, or she came into his property and used her herbicide to damage his garden. Can you imagine that? Getting a protective order against your ex-wife for fucking damaging your garden?
And he's like, no, you're doing it all wrong. That's not how the science works, you bitch. I know. I'm the science guy.
And then she just starts shouting, Bill!
Bill, please get me back. I want you so bad, man. Can you science my guy?
Oh, man. Dude, we should do a meetup at Ellen's Energy Adventure. I'm serious. We should all go ride Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Me,
Guys.
you, Turtles, Rob, Eric, Keek Ray, and like freaking Ryan Tron or something.
Gotta get that obligatory Ryan Tron
Oh
mention.
yeah, has he made a second episode? Can we get him on the cast
I'll
on the
look.
podcast?
We definitely should. I'll look and see if he made a. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna look up. I'm still not subscribed. I still haven't seen any episodes or any videos, anything. Okay, when you look up Ryan Tron on
No,
the YouTube
he
search,
hasn't made a second episode yet.
if you look up Ryan Tron on the YouTube search, there's a freaking like weird like 50-year-old man in a cap. It's not him, I don't think.
I mean, never say never.
I hate you.
Whoa, I think I see. Okay, so search Ryan and then space and then Tron. Tell me when you see the thing that I saw. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the sixth result down on my screen.
What the hell? Rate me. Thumbs up for sidewalk booty popping to the dog ass.
For those of you who didn't Google searches with us, it's a guy.
Okay, guys, for the record, this is an interactive segment. It's like it's like a scratch and sniff card if you go into Spy Kids 4 at the movie theaters. Basically,
Also an interactive experience. Ellen's Energy Adventure.
yeah, sure. But
It's a guy on all fours with a dog mask and like twerking in front of a bunch of dumpsters for some reason.
they're garbage cans, you slut. There's a difference.
Whatever.
I don't have like 5 dumpsters in my backyard. I have like 4 garbage cans.
Whatever, baby boy.
Oh, I thought we were gonna keep this out of the podcast. I thought this relationship was strictly off camera.
Good boy. Doing a podcast with a good boy.
This is, wait, what's it's, the freaking Kardashian quote. What is it? I can't handle. What is it? What is it?
You fucked it up.
What is you do it right?
It's hi, I'm Ellen. I'm Ellen. Hi, I'm
No,
just
it's not.
energy.
Kim
27 minutes in.
Kardashian. It's 32 minutes in.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe. Oh, well, maybe you've been recording longer than I have. I don't really know.
Kim Kardashian. You know how that makes.
No, our Skype call's 32 minutes in.
No, oh, you're right. Yeah.
Before the Skype call, we spent a couple minutes gossiping, like a bunch of sissy girls. I'm also a Skittles.
Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, I'm not happy. I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
Yeah, it's Geek Ray.
Hey guys, Thomas from the Mailway here, and I know that it's not gonna work out. You know that it's not.
I'm missing like one of the things on my layout, and everyone commented about it. Like, I'm not getting the bubble loader. You know how that uncomfortable that makes me.
The bubble loader.
Dude, if I got the bubble loader free from Mattel, I would seriously like try to make it the centerpiece of my layout.
I got the bubble loader free
from Josh. I know.
From Joshua Louvier.
I got 75 character cards and 4 Lego
and 4 Ghostbuster Legos. Except now we have to clarify that they're the dude Ghostbusters.
You're right. Oh, I hate saying that now. Wait. Okay, so wait. Is the title for the new film that's coming out, is it just Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Ghostbusters is a 1984 film starring Bill Murray. It's not, they say Ghostbusters, Out of the Shadows, or Dawn of Justice or something.
Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters, Electric Boogaloo.
Ghostbusters, the girl one.
Ghostbusters, If You Know How I Feel.
Ghostbusters, also featuring Chris Hemsworth for some reason.
Ghostbusters, top 5 Kim K crying moments.
Ghostbusters, it also has Ozzy Osbourne in a cameo for some reason.
Ghostbusters, IHateChange.org.
Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, The Energy Adventure.
Ghostbusters and the Magic Railroad.
The Great Ghostbusters.
Misty Ghostbuster Rescue.
Welcome, Ghostbusters.
Woo! Calling all Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, we have the most disliked movie trailer in the history of YouTube, and I'm not making that up.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I gotta look that up now.
We have the most disliked movie trailer in the history of YouTube.
Honestly, the second trailer that they made looked okay.
The second trailer's better. It has better jokes.
Holy shit! It has 20. Oh my god.
I like
881, excuse me, 1,000 dislikes.
I like the actresses in the movie, especially
No,
Leslie.
it's like most of them are from SNL.
Especially Kate McKinnon and Leslie Jones. I think those two are really underrated.
Well, no kidding, yeah. But like, how could they? I feel like the trailer is just like edited by someone who doesn't know what they're doing because there's no way. Again, I could be wrong because Batman vs Superman looked awesome and turned out to be shitty. Whatever, but
I don't think it looked awesome. But go ahead.
I thought it looked awesome. So shut up, mom. But like, I thought it was like. There's no way they could make it that bad. The trailer showed the trailer probably showed just the worst parts of the movie. And again, I will probably be eating my shit in 6 months when we review this because we're going to review it on the podcast because it's like whatever.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna Skittles barf.
You have a Skittles? Wait, they make Skittles bars?
No, I said I'm gonna Skittles barf.
Oh,
That's where you just.
Dude,
you only throw up Skittles and nothing else. No water, no bile, just Skittles.
Wait, but dude, think about what if they made like a Skittles bar, like a Snickers bar? Dude, think about that.
Pretty sure that's a thing.
Dude, think about that though.
So much diabetes.
Like, think about it though. Think about though, like it though.
Well,
Like,
it's not actually a thing. Holy fuck.
Why can we make that?
Dude, do you want to start making some Skittles bars?
Dude, can we like have a podcast that's like turns into a cooking show? That would be my lifelong dream to make a Skittles cooking show starring Moops. Cause you already did a cooking show.
Hey, there we go. I was trying to figure out how to tie that into it.
Dude.
The closest thing I can find to like having a Skittles candy bar is Skittles desserts. Which sounds utterly gross.
Skittles, I gotta look up Skittles.
It's Skittles dessert flavors.
Okay.
Okay, so I was looking up different Skittles flavors, and this picture for Skittles Wild Berry was taking a really long time to load, and it was super blurry. So while it was blurry, I thought it said Wild Bondage.
Is that? Oh. Never. Oh, they do make Skittles desserts. You're right.
That sounds ridiculously gross.
Who knows? I like the tropical ones. Okay, now I really want some freaking Skittles. I haven't had Skittles.
Can we actually be sponsored by Skittles? I'm gonna hit up the Skittles Twitter account.
Okay, well, like, I've hit up Paul's vids, and he hasn't responded yet, so who knows?
Hey at What the fuck's the Twitter Skittles? Hey
Dude!
at Skittles. Want to sponsor?
Dude!
What?
They make chocolate Skittles.
That sound. AKA M&Ms.
No, but, like, it's not like they actually have chocolate. Like, they take the weird Skittles putty or whatever that's in the middle, and they make it chocolate flavored.
Oh my god, that sounds disgusting.
They look. They have s'mores, vanilla, chocolate, caramel.
All right, I just tweeted at Skittles.
Chocolate pudding and brownie batter.
I said, hey, at Skittles, want to sponsor me and Mr. Conductor Fans podcast, Grease and Oil, and then I did hashtag GAOP.
That's hot.
I'm expecting a reply back by the end of the day.
By the end of the hour, you kidding me?
By the end of the hour.
Yeah.
I don't even care that it's 9:30 at night where I am.
I don't even care that it's. Wait, you're 2 hours. I thought you were 3 hours ahead.
No.
It's 7:24 here.
Sure is. Okay.
Oh, because you're in like the middle, not the right. Okay. Yeah. Fair point.
All right. Just gonna pretend that little moment of brain damage didn't happen there.
Well, because Rob and Turtles, they're all three, and Eric, they're all 3 hours in. It's like, oh yeah, MPS, he's over there too.
34 minutes into the podcast, still have to pee. So what's the best prank? What the fuck was that?
What was what?
Okay. Anyway, there was a noise. What's the best prank you ever pulled?
Oh no.
Say it, bitch.
Okay.
Say it.
So, okay. So this was like 5 years ago. This was this is I'm sure there's a better one that I can think of, but I can't think of it. So I'm gonna think of this one instead. So basically, about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, there were all these ads for TurboTax. You remember that TurboTax guy?
No, but go ahead.
Is it okay? So basically, there's this. I think they're insurance. I guess tax. Some. I don't know. Fuck. I don't fucking know. So there's this company called TurboTax, and they had all these commercials, and they had okay. So this is like 2010, 2011, and they had all these really creepy CGI animations that look like they were from like 1996. But these are brand new commercials from like 2010 that were coming out in 2010. It's like, yeah, here's our high tech animation that looks like a deleted freaking like Windows 95 image.
Uh-huh.
But so okay, so my sister used to watch TV, and she saw those, and she was terrified of them, and I knew that.
Uh-oh.
So
I don't like where to go.
so what I did for April Fool's Day
Uh-oh.
was that basically she has this still this day. I don't know when you came over. I'm not sure. You fondled various items on my desk and around the bedroom. So I don't know,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, the music box.
Damn music box.
Everybody always fondled. I just noticed on the behind the scenes video that I did for our crossover, there's more footage of people fondling the music box. I didn't even remember that. Anyways, so my sister has this giant like 4 foot tall, or not tall, but 4 foot long sock monkey, and that she's had for a while. She loves it and whatever. And so what I did was for the April Fool's Day thing, I printed out a picture of the creepy as hell TurboTax mascot.
Okay, I'm gonna Google the TurboTax mascot.
I looked it up and I couldn't find it. It's really weird. I'm pretty sure it's TurboTax.
Okay, I'm gonna do TurboTax CGI mascot then.
CGI.
Nope, can't find it. Although I did find a picture of a ball sack.
No, I found it. I found it. Here, I'll send you the link.
Send it to me.
I found it. It's Max from Blue Tax. Blue Tax? Oh, is it Blue Tax or TurboTax? Wait. Okay, now I'm confused. Wait. Blue Tax. Okay, no, it's called Blue Tax, not TurboTax.
This episode was sponsored by Blue Tax, guys.
Okay, so it's an insurance company. Everything I said about TurboTax earlier was wrong. It's not TurboTax, it's Blue Tax. So look up Blue Tax CGI.
Oh my god.
Hey, you need to make this the thumbnail, okay?
Oh my god.
I told you it looks like some weird.
Looks like Edna Mode sucked helium. What the shit? That's terrifying.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the link.
I'm gonna put this motherfucker behind us in the channel in the art for this episode.
Yes, please, not just the thumbnail, but the art too. Okay.
I'll put him behind us when we start talking about him.
Okay. So basically, this guy Max from Blue Tax is not TurboTax. I'm sorry, it's not TurboTax. It's Max from Blue Tax. So my sister was terrified with him. What I did was I printed out a picture of him. Of his head. It was really big, full color. Whatever. It was really bad, yeah. And I printed out a big picture of him, and I taped it to the my sister's the sock monkey's ass. Taped it on his ass, and in the middle of the night I woke up, and I moved the monkey, and I stuck the monkey's ass right in her face.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Skittles.
I stuck the giant monkey's ass right in her face.
Man, what a great brother you are.
Yeah, I know. And basically, I sent you the picture, but
good. Thank
use
you.
use that in the thumbnail.
Thank you.
I
think I'm gonna use this one instead. Here, I'll send it to
you. Maybe.
I mean, there's a text in the front. I don't know. We'll figure it. I'll figure it out.
You can crop it.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so basically, I stuck the picture of Max's head on the sock monkey's ass and stuck it right in my sister's face. And I didn't even wake up and then wait for her. I was sleeping, and literally, this is how I woke up. I just heard, "Oh my god!" Like she was. This is 5 years ago. So she was 6, and she was screaming her tiny little head off for at least 10 seconds.
Oh my god!
I didn't.
Here, Vinny, I'm sending you another thing. Look at it.
I could not have anticipated. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a gif of him bouncing his head up and down. It's so scary.
Can you screen cap that and like make that in the video?
No, I'm not gonna put it in the video.
But I could not have anticipated the level of reactionary complete holy shitness.
That's a pretty great prank. I can't remember the best prank that I ever did, but I'll mention that in like early like freshman and sophomore years in high school, for some fucking reason, the big fad was to zip tie things. Like people had a bunch of like industrial zip ties that they would bring around. So like they'd zip tie everything, people's lockers shut. They would zip tie people's binders to their desks or like their backpacks to their locked backpacks shut.
Why is that a big thing?
I don't know, because apparently people find it funny.
Okay.
So there was this kid that Eric PR53 is currently messaging me. Eric, you know better than to fucking message me when I'm in the middle of a goddamn motherfucking. You know better than to message me when I'm in the middle of a goddamn motherfucking podcast. You fucking son of a bitch.
Fucking slut, man. Honestly, some people these days.
Okay, anyways, so the big fad was a zip tie. So there was this kid that always fell asleep in my science class, and he fell asleep in class, and his leg was like right by like the chair leg when he was asleep. So your boy had a big collection of the industrial zip ties, and so I figured since his leg was right there, and the chair leg was also right there, I figured why not, right? So I zip tied his leg to the chair leg. And then nobody told him, and he didn't even know. No, because he was sleeping for the rest of the hour, and he got woken up when the bell rung. So this motherfucker tried to stand up out of his desk when the bell rung, and he immediately fell and slammed his face into his desk. I didn't even get in trouble because the teacher thought it was hilarious. The teacher was just like, "Don't do that again." It was pretty good. I was pretty.
That is so awesome.
I was pretty proud of myself.
I am very proud of you too.
Have you ever had a thing where like you don't know how something happened? Like you fall asleep and you wake up and things are just like completely different.
Yes.
Like I'm being serious here. Have you ever had that situation happen to you?
Well, I mean, there have been many occurrences when I wake up where it's like I can't remember what I was doing before I fell asleep,
So you're
and
just
then
in some random ass scenario.
well, I mean that happened to me like 4 times last week because I was out of Wi-Fi, and I was out of Wi-Fi range, and I used up most of my data, and I was like, okay, I've edited all the footage all the raw unedited footage I had to do for my videos and TCC and all that stuff, and I brought a bunch of footage with me. I edited all of it, and I had nothing to do, so basically I just walked around my grandparents' house and just slept on like various things. By the fifth or sixth day, it's like, okay, I went to the store. It was awesome. I edited everything. There's nothing else to do. I'm just gonna sleep. Oh, I haven't slept on that chair yet. I haven't slept on that chair yet. And I fell asleep various times, and I woke up thinking, okay, so I sat down in this chair, and I don't know what happened to me today or the day before. Like it took me at least 30 seconds to remember, oh yeah, I went to the store and I got this and I saw X-Men. Like it took me at least 30 seconds to be like, my name is not like Rodrigo Jermainson.
Yeah. Okay, really quick. I'm gonna. There's a reason I brought that up. I tweeted, "Hey Skittles, want to sponsor me and Mr. Conductor Fan?" And I already had 2 replies to this. Neither of them are from Skittles. Unfortunate. At D1200TM says,
Oh, my class, my favorite.
I swear if you get at Skittles to sponsor, I'll be a happy boy.
Fucking care if this person's a happy boy or a happy girl.
BTW Skittles is me favorite candy. Okay, and we got one from our boy at TW Railway, Thomas One Railway. The hashtag GAOP, presented by Skittles in association with Mountain Dew Baja Blast and MPS's Kung Pao Chicken Dinner.
Yes.
That's racist! I would play the clip, but I'm too lazy to find it and edit it in, so... Okay, but there's a point to me bringing that up. So I was at a party one time with one of my friends, and, because we're minors, we weren't drinking or anything like that, because that'd be against the law. Well, we weren't drinking anything. And so, he's got a nice house. Like, he has a really nice house. And his brother and some of his frat buddies were back from college, and he invited them over because they had the house to themselves for the weekend. So they weren't supposed to be having a party, but they did because that's the way it rolls. And so me and him passed out on couches, 2 separate couches.
Oh, interesting.
No gay action happened there.
Hey.
At least not that time.
If it was, don't
okay.
diss it.
It's 2010.
It's okay. Yeah. Hey man, it's 2012. You can't talk like that anymore. Kikre's gay. It's okay.
Plot twist. But anyways, and then
There's no plot.
So we passed out in like the dining/living room combination. Whoa, that was like a half burp, half hiccup. But we fell asleep in like the dining room / living room like combo thing that they had going on. There was all like one big room.
The dining room combo kung pao chicken dinner.
Shut up. But so the next morning we woke up and then my friend was like, "Hey, does the room look different to you?" I was like, "Yeah, the kitchen table and all of the chairs are gone. They just disappeared. We don't know what happened. His brother and all of his friends were still there. They didn't remember anything.
What?
The table and the chairs just disappeared."
There's no way that's true.
There's
no way it's true in that nobody legitimately knows.
The thing that happened is they probably got super drunk and did something. His brother's friends probably got super drunk and did some shit to it. But it was quite a thing to just wake up and just have the things just be gone.
Honestly, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have noticed anything unless somebody said, "Hey, it's gone. Did you notice that?" No, actually, I really didn't. Wow. Okay. I wouldn't have said anything, would have thought anything. I just like, yep, that's what the room looks like, I guess. Yeah.
Me and the rest of my friends laughed at about that time so his parents wouldn't get mad at us.
And get mad at him instead.
Yeah, no, luckily he didn't narc us out. So that's the good part. So
yep.
That's why I asked that. Tell me in the comments, have you ever had your table and chairs disappeared?
Yes, what should our user thingy be for this week? Because the episode.
We're
definitely running out of things to say in this episode if we even had any at all. So we good. But pretty much.
This is a bad one. You're gonna want to skip this episode.
You're gonna the people are like you're telling us this now, really? Jesus.
You sounded like Mr. Plinkett from Red Letter Media. You're telling us this now.
Oh.
Have you ever seen Red Letter Media?
Not really.
Okay. My favorite line ever from Red Letter Media is the opening to the Star Wars Episode 1 review. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace is the biggest disappointment since my son.
That's them?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was them. Okay, I've seen the George Lucas skits of like, this is us making it. What the fuck were we thinking? I've seen that.
Star Wars, I don't know, it was like the hour-long Episode 1 rant. And it opens up with Star Wars Episode 1 was the biggest disappointment since my son.
Okay.
You want to just do some noises until we hit an hour?
We have like 10 minutes to
48 minutes. Let's just do noises for 12 minutes.
All right.
Quality podcast. Fuck this shit, man.